this is going to be the complete video where we actually settle it for once and all. Body glues, the tiny bottles that promises to save your outfit from betrayal but might also turn your skin into collateral damage. Well, welcome back to No Taboo Fridays, where we talk about the sticky stuff that no one else wants to, literally. So obviously I am the targeted audience for these ads. I've done a small review on the reel, and if you're here, you're more interested in what goes into the product. All these body glues use the same formula. They're clear, water-based, and rely on a VPVA copolymer, which is basically a film-forming ingredient that creates that invisible grip between your fabric and the skin. You'll also find the hydrating crowd favorite, which is your aloe, glycerine, hyaluronic acid, and panthenol, which gives us that kind of a skincare vibe. So on paper, it does sound harmless, but the real difference is how fast they dry and how kind they are to your skin. So I'm actually going to be trying that out in the video. Some use isopropyl alcohol for that quick, dry, strong finish, which I think is the softer one. And it is not great for sensitive or freshly shaved skin. So agar aapne kahin shave kara hai haathon pe bhi, and if you're going to use, don't, please skip it. And other two feel a little more gentler and more forgiving if you're wearing them for hours. I would say a fair warning is कि आप इसको घंटे तक ना पहने, because it can actually damage your skin. This is me testing it out. All of them say that you have to let them get tacky a little bit before you can, attach your cloth. So I'm not really wearing a bra just for the purpose. I wanted to see how well is this supportive. I'm going to try them in 3 different places. So I'm going to try them softer on the left side, snappy on the right, and oops proof on my neckline, and see how it works. I've set the timer. So here's the oops proof, which I'm going to put it on. Thin layer. Thin equal actually works. It actually solves a lot of problem. It feels slightly tingly and a little hot, and it says hold on for a few seconds. So that's what I'm doing. Meanwhile, our straps have decided to leave the conversation. All in the name of science. Again, it's snappy on the right side. They all smell the same. Okay. Okay, so another conclusion that I have is that they all smell the same. I'm kind of sad to report that this didn't really work in the way that I hope it did. It's just baking my glue on sticky. How to remove it? I know this is there. I'm not going to touch it because I want to let it marinate on my skin and see the actual results. But another warning that I have to give you girls is tie your hair. Don't be a moron like me, because I had all my hair in this. Oh my god, that is painful as hell. So definitely tie your hair. See, मैंने पीछे नहीं लगाया है. So this will be staying in place. Unless like I really pull, they're really staying. Like, I think my mom's gonna love it because she's also got these rounded shoulders. Key for it to work is how hard you actually press on your chest or wherever on your skin. How hard you press to make it stay, but it actually stays. I'm gonna do like a whole, the chest can do that because I'm doing a movement. So the straps haven't moved, but this thing in center where I was holding it is moving. Here it's still intact. Here in the center it's moved. So how much skin is in contact will also make a difference, and I think the straps play up a good idea. So I think it's fab for the straps. I'm going to do that. This for the shirts, it's going to be helpful. I really want to see where is it that you can use it. So I'm going to give you pop up some examples. That frame is giving me ick, ulta ho gaya hai. But another thing that I obviously want to talk about more in detail is jab aap removal karte ho, I compare it directly to a boob tape. Now boob tapes you can actually soak with any sort of oil and it will come right off. But the difference with this is agar main ise kisi fabric pe ya kuch laga kar karungi, this can actually spoil the fabric if I'm like soaking it in oil. Suppose, see, the thing about this is I'm going to be using it with like expensive stuff like corsets and everything, where if I want to lean and stuff, it should just stay, right? So I'm not going to go through the removal by pouring oil on them because that's going to stain the outfit. So like that is my number one concern. I'm also going to do another test because they kind of claim to be skin safe formula, long lasting, easy to clean, sweat proof, mess free, and no residue. One of the things that I am kind of noticing is all of them are manufactured in China. I'm not very sure. Like some are marketing it really well, so it is definitely transparent. अपने आप ऐसे leaky वो नहीं है, so I would happily keep it in my bag and see कि अगर कुछ और भी uses इसके आ सकते हैं तो. That was oops proof. This is Get Snappy. I really like both of their brandings and everything as well. See, इसका जैसे वो glue को रखते हो और ढक्कन tight हो जाता है. I don't know if you can see like the Yeah, the residue तो bro है. इतने वो claim तो नहीं लिखा. So you have to really like clean it. This feels slightly more thicker, if I have to be honest. This is oops proof and your get snappy. इसके claims भी यही हैं कि it removes with soap and water and sweat proof. You should you wait until 30 seconds and wash with water. Store between 0 to 45. Again, the same sort of ingredients. Manufacturing again China. I'm not saying Chinese products are bad, but they're all. This one is in New Delhi. This was in Gurgaon, I think. No, this is imported by Indore Snappy, and this one is in Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh के लिए specially manufactured कर रहे हैं. And this one is actually being manufactured in the Bavana industrial area. Very interesting. I'm going to look this up and find. And this is the cheapest of them all. I would say very cost effective. 749 इस पे दिया हुआ है, but I think Amazon या इसकी website पे आपको 699 तक भी मिल जाएगा. They all smell very, very, very industrial. Again, lots of residue. अगर थोड़ा सा भी रह जाता है तो ढक्कन खोलने में भी दिक्कत होती है. Same sort of ingredient. Another thing that I want to point out in this is they have mentioned a fragrance. They have aqua, oatmeal extract, aloe vera extract, chamomile extract, centella asiatica extract, licorice extract, which is very surprising. And this will last you for 24 months before it expires. Yeah, I couldn't really see any information on the Get Snappy. This one will also last you for 3 years. So it's just a one-time buy. I feel like आप कोई भी अगर बोलोगे कि नीलाक्षी हम कौन सा खरीदे, you can literally buy any because they all feel the same in terms of tackiness. But मैंने वो softer सबसे last में लगाया था, but it's already dry. That's because of the alcohol. This one is a little bit more like it's still going to go through the process of drying. This is the least drying, which is our oops proof. Well, now we know. So they all hold it together literally, and you just have to figure out which one is the right fit. You just have to buy it once. I also feel it's very gender neutral as a product. If you're a stylist, you should definitely have it. Try and remove it. Gently peel the clothes from the skin or wet area with a damp cloth. So let me get a damp cloth and just see कि ये कैसे होगा. Just for the sake of the video, I have stuck this. So they all do work. I have to kind of press it down. So I'm just pressing it down on a white t-shirt and I can already see one of them stain it. So they all stick. But okay, ये मैं softer वाला तो निकल चुका है because वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा fast drying था, तो वो इतनी जल्दी चिपकेगा नहीं. ये जो beach वाला है, which is your snappy, is a little bit more tacky and is taking the time. So this is what happens. Yeah, so there's residue, guys. What are you even saying? And this is what it leaves on the outfit behind. There is residue, quite a bit. I'm going to try and wash it off with just money and see, and then I also try with the soap. Happy to report that all three of them came out with water, so you don't really need a special glue. I also want to see how it works on my cloth, so I'm going to try that and put it in the caption. I have obviously tried up putting it on. Like you've seen me, I've put on the oops proof on my neckline, snappy on one shoulder strap and soft on one shoulder. All of them claim to be these sweat resistant and water soluble. I think 3-4 घंटे के wear test में it will last really well. But if I'm going to look like a rave ready thing, I don't think you should be trusting it, especially if you live in a humid weather like this in Mumbai. Another thing that I think about this is, yes, this is great. I would definitely keep in my bag now, but nobody's talking about the removal process. They're all saying, it's very easy. It'll come off with water. But जब मैं उसे pull करती हूँ ना, I'm going to insert the clip. Then yeah, that noise was some char voice aati hai, and that will only be one of those things where you can actually be wearing it for an important event. But agar aap usko lagane jaoge, because when I'm going to compare it directly to boob tape. What's my final takeaway? Well, all body glues are basically built of the same science. The difference is whether they choose like a skin comfort or a quick grip. The alcohol-free ones are a little more gentle and better, while the fast dry ones trade hydration for hold strength. So I would say the ball is in your court and you can decide. They do work. Just pick the one that matches your skin, not your outfit. And if you've ever had an outfit nearly betray you mid-event, then share this video with that friend who knows the pain. Because on No Taboo Fridays, we decode the stuff nobody talks about, even the things that literally holds your clothes together.